Honestly, I need to stand to do this video because I am very angry, very pissed off, and in fact, like I've never been this irritated before. Why is it that every single thing that Black people want to do, Black Americans especially want to do, you are going to find any palm colored white person that is trying to recreate all of this? Let it make sense to me that this white man is now trying to steal the show, steal the shine from ISHOWSPEED show. This white man has literally started following ISHOWSPEED east, west, north, and south. He did not start following ISHOWSPEED when ISHOWSPEED was in Europe, where a lot of things happen, where a lot of people call him different racial slurs, where a lot of people call him the N-word. But the moment ISHOWSPEED came to Africa and every single thing is working out so well for him, people are liking him, the show is becoming more popular, a lot of people are beginning to recognize a lot of good things in Africa. This white man just came up from nowhere, and yes, he wants to start following ISHOWSPEED east, west, north, and south. So if ISHOWSPEED recreates a particular content, he is also going to recreate it. No one is as bad as him going to the point of using ISHOWSPEED crowd to make it look like this is crowd. Like, it has gotten to that point that whatsoever that we have, they want to have it. They can't just create their own for people to copy. They can't just create. Even if you want to recreate someone's thing, it is understandable. But going to this extreme level, Jesus. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sonia. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit belongs to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we are going to be having in today's episode, and I want you guys to watch from beginning to the end and let me know your honest opinion, because I can't wait for him to be getting more Fafo that he's already getting. For disclaimers, this is just for educational purposes. Let's go watch. I'll be back with commentaries.
Bro, why did the white ISHOWSPEED stream snipe him all the way to Africa, and why do white people always try to act black? We are not going to forget about white boy M being the first white ISHOWSPEED. Why is there always a white ISHOWSPEED and not a black guy trying to act white? Like, why isn't there another black guy trying to be just like Speed? Why is there only white people trying to be like Speed? It doesn't make any sense. The only time a black guy tries to be white is if he's in the suburbs, and even that's unnormal. Like, you could be in the ghetto, the suburbs, you could be in a different planet. The white guy's always going to try to act black. It doesn't make any sense. Anyways, this dude Tiki that already stream sniped ISHOWSPEED during his America tour now calls himself the new white ISHOWSPEED and just stream sniped him in his Africa tour. It makes me think to myself, if white boy M made a whole career out of being the fake white ISHOWSPEED, what is this guy's intention? Like, is he trying to make a whole career out of it? Is he gonna be a streamer? Like, what is he gonna do now? Like, it's just so weird to me. Does there need to be a white Kai Cenat, a black Aiden Ross? Shit, I can't talk shit. I sit here and talk about streamers all day, so I get like trying to go viral, making a name for yourself. You know, I do commentary, but like this guy, it needs to be studied, because what is his motive? To make all this right, we need a white Kai Cenat and a black Aiden Ross at this point.
So it looks like White Speed is at it again. He has followed Speed to Kenya and literally recreated the same video that ISHOWSPEED made with ISHOWSPEED's crowd. So this is the video of ISHOWSPEED with the Kenyan crowd. And once ISHOWSPEED was gone, White Speed came and took the crowd.
Bro, Kenya loves me. Kenya loves me!
So people are saying like, man, this has got to stop. They're saying he's basically clip farming Speed, that he's following him around. And this is actually a clear example of that. It shows a picture of what ISHOWSPEED is dealing with. Being a huge streamer like that, you will have this happen to you. It shows a picture of why the his security was and is always aware when White Speed shows up, because it's kind of messing with them and what they got going on.
Your time has come. Say goodbye. You have officially gone too far. When White Speed got on the scene, everything was innocent at first. He met him during his USA tour, was following him around. It was a funny bit. But then he made the executive decision to follow him to Africa and repeat the method all over again. Speed's African tour has been nothing short of amazing, bro. He's exposed years of propaganda about Africa. He's exposing neo-colonialism, and people are sharing how this tour is making them emotional because they've realized everything that they've been told about Africa is a lie. He's coming in, stream sniping Speed, but he's also colonizing his entire brand. This was ISHOWSPEED doing the tribal stream in Eswatini. White Speed ripped the same idea, was at the same tribe doing the exact same thing. Another big part of Speed's brand is that he's fast and he races people. Well, guess what White Speed was doing in Africa? Speed's team on numerous occasions has told White Speed, leave us alone. It seemed like yesterday he was gonna go back home and pack it up, but now he's back saying that he's not gonna give up and he's gonna keep going. Stream snipe Speed again, and as you can see, they're just annoyed of you, bro, because you're leeching. And even in Speed's comm, they said this was White Speed before White Speed, talking about White Boy M. And Slips, Speed's cameraman, responded, and he was in his own lane. You cannot make this up. Doing this during an African tour is crazy. He's trying to extract Speed for everything that he can get. This is harassment, and I see what he's trying to do. They've been brushing him off the entire time. Eventually, they're going to lash at him, and he's going to play victim. He can farm them. White Speed, just go home. You've now become an obsessive.
Like, try to talk to a security guard. He looks at me and says, "Don't touch me." It's like, I'm sort of at a loss of words.
God damn, sometimes I feel like black people can't have shit. Because why is ISHOWSPEED going all the way to Africa? Going all the way to Africa, enjoying a lot of cultural things. And instead of being able to just enjoy himself all the time, he has a white man following him around.
A lot of people call me crazy when I successfully followed ISHOWSPEED across America. What could be a little crazier? Well, here I am in Africa, following Speed across Africa and bringing you guys my own journey across Africa.
Calling himself the White Speed. And people are like, oh, well, it's not that serious. You know, it's actually kind of kind. It's not kind. It's audacious that ISHOWSPEED is one of the most popular black streamers in the entire world. He built his brand from the ground up, and he has a man literally riding his back, getting famous off of his name. And then when his team does not want to talk with him, when his team does not want to interact with him, he's sitting here mad like, oh, well, I guess I'm just going to go home. Yes. Go home. Go home. Leave this man alone. It's borderline stalking. Everywhere ISHOWSPEED shows up, he shows up.
How does he keep finding?
And it's actually rude because he's literally challenging his fan base. He's literally challenging his name by literally creating an opposite brand of his.
That white guy following Speed around is weird, man. That's very weird. I know. Continue to. It's just weird, man. Honestly, and I understand why Speed doesn't like fully entertain that shit because it's weird. It's very weird. It is extremely weird.
I think what it is Speed is in Africa and it's like a deeper thing for him, right? And why Speed is just there to steal off the clout, you know, to make some money. Like, he's just there as a gimmick, you know what I mean? So it's a bit disrespectful, like cringy. Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, why are you here?
ISHOWSPEED is at an absolute breaking point with White Speed. The guy that chases him around and tries to beat him literally found him in South Africa, in Eswatini, and when Speed found out, he absolutely blew up. You could tell when his security came up to him and said, hey man, White Speed is here. White Speed is here. He told his cameraman, cut the voice, and mumbled something to his security. Something like, man, next time you see him, make sure he knows we don't want to see him anymore. And I can completely understand this because White Speed always follows him everywhere. And it's getting to a point that he is potentially becoming a detriment to his brand. And White Speed almost cried, teared up because he had an altercation with Speed Security where he says that Speed Security told him, don't touch me. Do not touch me. And White Speed feels like it's the end of the world. Like, man, all I want to do, like, I just want to talk to them. Just have a conversation with them. Like, he really wants to talk to Speed's team and just get things right because it's not what they think. He's just trying to work.
I don't know too much about the streamer Speed and the White Speed version, but I'm just going to say me taking a trip out the country to Africa and somebody following me and trying to find every location I'm at is very, very creepy. Like, I don't know if this dude, the White Speed, noticed how weird it is, and I don't know how many people actually like him and stuff like that, but I feel like that's very weird. Like, if I go somewhere to do good for a community, why the fuck are you following me? And then your intentions is not the same. I just feel like that's so weird. Like, why? And then he talking about I gave up everything I have. I'm graduated for college, and this is my last resort, pretty much. Like, so your decision is to graduate college and then follow another streamer who's successful around the country. Like, where's your plans and what's your like what? It just doesn't make any sense. It just gives desperate, like, I'm gonna use you for my clout. Like, why everybody gotta use each other for clout, bro? Why you can't just get it up on your own? Mind you, the videos I've been seeing of Speed, he over here giving out money, like, he's over here having conversations with the locals, all of that. Like, I'm just not understanding. And then this white boy just follow him from the States to Africa. Anyways, I don't know what y'all thoughts about it, but it's just weird to me. It doesn't make any sense.
Yo! The White Speed situation was a lot worse than we thought. So if you haven't been paying attention, there's a man that came out, his name is Meet Maba, saying that he has been helping White Speed with his streams across Africa trying to stream snipe ISHOWSPEED. Now, the reason why they initially worked together is because he wanted to mutually grow with White Speed and grow his agency. He was handling everything for White Speed. The logistics, he was his cameraman, he was doing editing, staying up all night. One, he just wanted his expenses to be covered during this trip, like food and drinks. And two, he wanted his marketing agency's logo in the corner of his streams. White Speed never ended up paying for any of his expenses, and he denied him from putting his agency's logo on there. We're having conversations throughout this time about payment, and they tried to come to this agreement about, splitting subs, but Maba realized, damn, White Speed just wants to use me and he doesn't want to grow together, so I'm gone. He also went on to say that he was finessing a lot of the African people during his trip, saying that a lot of the accommodations that people were doing for him, White Speed would never discuss the pricing, and he would put them in an awkward situation where they would have to take the L. He leaked a key piece of information, which I was right about. Somebody on Speed's team has been giving White Speed their location without Speed knowing. He just threw this guy to the side, and by the way, he also has a clipping server where he's paying clippers, depending on how many views that they get, up to $630 if you push a narrative to try to reunite him and Speed, and you can't say that he's pushing it or doing too much. He's trying to clean up his PR. White man running up in Africa and finessing all the Africans. Yeah, he's not beating the colonization allegations, bro. Other than that, though, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious.
Bro, Kenya loves me. Kenya loves me.
So I think White Speed is done with this one right here. He is being accused by this African man of basically defrauding him to do free work. As we all know, he's been following Speed through this Africa tour, pretty much copying Speed everywhere he goes, doing everything he does, taking his crowd and making people believe that those crowds are there for him. Here's an example.
Kenya loves me. Kenya loves me.
He takes the crowd, and this is after Speed was there and left. They were there to see Speed, so he takes a quick video and claims that they're there for him and they love him. Well, now the cameraman that was there following him this whole time, editing the videos and everything, is now saying that not only was he not compensated for any of this, he didn't even want to pay for his food and drinks. White Speed didn't even want to pay for his food. And all this man asked of him, when he wasn't compensated, he said, you know what, can I just put my logo on the video so I can get some type of exposure from this? And White Speed did not agree. So it seems like he has been being dishonest, and it's pretty sad, frankly.
Wild day. Drove basically all the way to Eswatini thinking Speed would be there. He wasn't. Sparked up the stream, realized he was in Johannesburg, turned around because he can drive from these cities, and then hung like a bat. Unfortunately, it seems like I didn't want to be recognized by the team, so got to kind of figure this out. But anyways, I'm always believing in the dream.
So hey chat, hey fellow Kenyans, I told you Kenyans that I will not let you down. Bro, you have seen, I've not let Kenyans down.
Best energy I've seen up to this point.
Yes. Thank you guys for showing Speed love. Thank you guys for showing Tiki love. Thank you guys for showing me love. So guys, I have sat down with Tiki And everyone knows that Kenya and USA, we have a great partnership. We are like family, bro.
Like family, bro.
Yes, bro. So we have decided that the black speed will go back to the USA and Africa will remain with the white speed now.
I'm here to stay.
What do you say about that, bro?
W Kenya, my favorite country I've seen so far. My favorite continent in the world is Africa. I
Yes.
love you guys. I appreciate all the support. I'm here to stay.
Well,
let's go.
You are always welcome, bro.
Come
Let's
on,
go.
Welcome back, guys. Can white people just leave us alone? Can white people just leave us alone? Because I don't get. It is not quite enough that you've been following him everywhere. You want to steal the shine. You want to be in charge. You want to go to every single places he's going. Recreate exact kind of content. You want to use a black man to get your fame. Jesus. You want to use a black man to get your fame in this modern day. You know, this was one of the things that literally happened to our parents, our forefathers, where you literally see these white folks coming to make it look as if they're trying to help you, they're trying to support you, they're trying to go to the direction that you're pointing out to them, and then started enslaving a lot. This guy saw high speed. He started going to his shows as if, yeah, he wants to actually support him. Or like, yeah, he is actually doing the best in. Or like, yeah, high speed is great. The next thing, he is already calling himself white speed. Jesus Christ. He is already calling himself white speed. You can see that even some of the white folks do not support him. Because at the end of the day, this guy is literally, he just wants to steal everything that this boy has created. White men, why? White people, why? What has been our greatest offense? I'm not happy. To be honest, I'm very, very sad when I saw this. But I can't wait for him to keep getting the fafo that he's getting. Because right now, I saw I saw that the cameraman is coming to complain already. Your cameraman is already complaining, darling. You know, I did a video and I said in that video that why is it that white men lie to us over everything and still they still keep lying every single day? Right now, it is now turning to the point that they are not only going to lie, they want to take every single thing that belongs to us. They want to take our show. They want to appear where we appear. They want to do things where we want to do things. It's just that crazy. It's that crazy that they cannot just let us be. Black Americans, you have to be guided. And that is why I don't blame Black Americans when they come out here to be like, we need to keep our culture. We need to hide our culture. We need to boycott a lot of things. We need to start guiding a lot of things. Because they will take, without giving credit, they will make it look as if they started it. It's even getting to the annoying point where this white speed or whatever he call himself, he's saying he's not going to give up. He is still going to tour Africa. I pray you come to Nigeria and I see you in Nigeria. I pray you come to Nigeria and I see you in Nigeria. Just come to Nigeria and let me not see you. Because if I see you, story for another day. Stop taking what belongs to us, please. It's not making sense. Anyways, credit belongs to to the original creators of every single clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Do it, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share for every other person to get this good news. And guys, disclaimers, this is just for educational purpose. This is just me giving my opinion. Just let me know what you think, okay? Allegedly.